By 2030, the global balance of power is expected to shift dramatically. While traditional superpowers still play a central role, emerging nations are rising fast, redefining influence through technology, economy, military strength, innovation, and diplomacy. These are the countries investing heavily in infrastructure, expanding their global footprint, and shaping the future of politics, trade, and culture on a global scale. In this video, we'll take a look at the 10 countries that are on track to dominate the world by the end of this decade. From rising economic giants to military and technological leaders, each nation on this list is making bold moves to secure its place at the top. Stay with us as we explore who's leading the charge and what it means for the future of global power. Number 10. Indonesia. Indonesia is rapidly emerging as a key force in the global landscape. With its combination of economic growth, strategic location, and massive population setting the stage for dominance by 2030. Home to over 270 million people, mostly under the age of 35, the country has one of the largest labor forces in the world, fueling everything from industrial manufacturing to digital startups. Indonesia's economy, already the largest in Southeast Asia, is transitioning from being commodity-based to service and tech-oriented. Major cities like Jakarta, Surabaya, and Bandung are becoming innovation centers, attracting investments in fintech, e-commerce, and green technology. The government's push to move the capital to Nusantara in East Kalimantan is part of a long-term strategy to decentralize growth, reduce congestion, and develop new infrastructure that can support a modern, connected economy. On the international stage, Indonesia is increasingly asserting itself as a middle power with global aspirations. It plays a central role in ASEAN and has become an important voice in G20 discussions, advocating for balanced, inclusive economic development. Indonesia's foreign policy focuses on strategic neutrality, maintaining strong relations with the US, China, and regional partners like Japan and Australia. Additionally, the country is investing in sectors such as EV battery production, renewable energy, and sustainable tourism, positioning itself as both an economic and environmental leader. With its growing digital economy, stable democratic governance, and strategic geographic location bridging the Pacific and Indian Oceans, Indonesia is poised to become one of the most influential countries by 2030, not just in Asia but globally. Number 9. South Korea. South Korea is quickly solidifying its role as one of the most influential countries in the world, thanks to its remarkable blend of economic strength, technological innovation, and cultural power. Over the past few decades, it has transformed from a war-torn nation into one of the most advanced economies globally, with a GDP ranking among the top 15. Its dominance in sectors like semiconductors, consumer electronics, robotics, shipbuilding, and advanced manufacturing has made it indispensable to the global supply chain. Companies such as Samsung, LG, Hyundai, and SK Hynix not only shape global tech trends, but also invest heavily in cutting-edge research, including artificial intelligence, biotech, and green technologies. South Korea's government supports innovation through massive R&D budgets and policy frameworks that foster entrepreneurship and high-tech education. Additionally, its smart cities, world-class infrastructure, and high-speed digital networks set a global benchmark for urban development. On the cultural front, South Korea wields significant soft power through its global entertainment empire. K-pop stars, Korean dramas, and films have exploded in popularity worldwide, not only reshaping pop culture, but also enhancing the country's image and economic outreach. This cultural influence has been strategically leveraged to build stronger international relationships and boost tourism. Diplomatically, South Korea walks a fine line in one of the world's most sensitive geopolitical zones. It maintains strong alliances with the United States and other Western democracies, while also managing complex relations with China, Japan, and North Korea. Its increasing involvement in global diplomacy, trade agreements, and peacekeeping efforts positions it as a rising middle power with ambitions beyond regional leadership. By 2030, South Korea is poised to continue expanding its global footprint through a unique combination of economic vitality, technological leadership, and cultural diplomacy. Number 8. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom continues to be a formidable global force, with its influence rooted in a combination of historical legacy, economic resilience, technological innovation, and global diplomacy. Despite the uncertainties following Brexit, the UK has actively redefined its role on the world stage by striking independent trade deals, strengthening bilateral ties, and increasing its presence in regions like the Indo-Pacific, London remains one of the world's premier financial centers, attracting global investors, entrepreneurs, and multinational corporations. Beyond finance, the UK leads in sectors like pharmaceuticals, aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and renewable energy, and is rapidly expanding its capabilities in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Its prestigious universities and research institutions attract talent from across the globe, driving innovation and maintaining a steady pipeline of skilled professionals and cutting-edge discoveries. Culturally, the UK wields significant soft power that continues to shape global perceptions. British literature, cinema, music, and fashion have long held international appeal, while the global popularity of the English language enhances the country's diplomatic and cultural reach. Institutions such as the BBC, Oxford and Cambridge, and the royal family are recognized symbols of influence and continuity. Politically, the UK holds a permanent seat on the UN Security Council and is a key member of NATO, the G7, and the Commonwealth, positions that allow it to play a central role in global decision-making. The British Armed Forces, though smaller in size, are technologically advanced and strategically positioned around the world. As the UK navigates a post-Brexit world with an eye on innovation, trade expansion, and international cooperation, it is well positioned to remain one of the most dominant and influential countries heading into 2030. Number 7. Brazil. Brazil is steadily emerging as one of the most influential nations poised to shape the global landscape by 2030. As the largest economy in Latin America and the fifth largest country in the world by area and population, Brazil boasts vast and diverse natural resources, including fertile agricultural land, immense freshwater reserves, and extensive mineral and energy deposits. It is a global agricultural superpower, consistently ranking among the top exporters of soybeans, corn, coffee, beef, and sugar. At the same time, Brazil is a major player in the mining and oil sectors, with massive reserves of iron ore, gold, and offshore petroleum. The country is also rapidly advancing its renewable energy capabilities, especially in hydropower, wind, and biofuels, positioning itself as a future leader in the global energy transition. Its large domestic market, combined with an increasingly tech-savvy population, is fueling a vibrant digital economy that's drawing significant interest from international investors. In terms of geopolitics, Brazil is taking on a more active and confident role. As a founding member of BRICS, it represents the interests of emerging economies and plays an important part in shaping a multipolar world order. It is also deepening its diplomatic and trade relationships with China, the European Union, the United States, and other rising economies. Domestically, Brazil faces challenges such as inequality in governance, but ongoing efforts in education reform, infrastructure development, and public health are laying the foundation for long-term stability. The country's cultural influence, through music, sports, fashion, and tourism, adds to its global appeal. As Brazil continues to leverage its economic strengths, natural assets, and growing international presence, it is expected to become one of the most dominant and respected nations by 2030, with a powerful voice in global political, economic, and environmental discussions. Number 6. Russia. Russia, the world's largest country by landmass, remains a formidable global power with deep-rooted influence spanning military, energy, political, and cultural spheres. Its strategic geographic position bridges Europe and Asia, giving it control over vast natural resources and key transport corridors, which underpin its economic and geopolitical significance. Russia's abundant reserves of oil, natural gas, coal, and minerals form the backbone of its economy, making it one of the world's leading energy exporters. This energy dominance provides Moscow with substantial leverage in global markets, particularly over Europe and parts of Asia that rely heavily on Russian gas supplies. Over the past decades, Russia has prioritized maintaining and modernizing its military capabilities, investing heavily in advanced weapons systems, cyber warfare, and strategic nuclear forces. Its defense budget, though fluctuating, remains one of the highest globally, ensuring Russia stays among the top military powers. Beyond its military might, Russia continues to wield considerable influence through its active foreign policy and diplomatic engagements. It maintains a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council, allowing it to shape global security decisions and veto resolutions that conflict with its interests. Moscow's involvement in regional conflicts and peace negotiations from Syria to Ukraine and Central Asia demonstrates its strategic intent to assert power and counterbalance Western influence. Russia's close ties with China and growing partnerships with countries in the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America reflect its efforts to build a multipolar world order that dilutes U.S. and European dominance.
Internally, Russia faces significant challenges, including demographic decline, economic sanctions, and dependence on energy exports, but it continues to pursue economic diversification through investments in technology, agriculture, and manufacturing. Moreover, Russia is developing its digital infrastructure and advancing in fields like artificial intelligence and space technology. Culturally, Russia's rich heritage in literature, music, ballet, and the arts continues to contribute to its global soft power. Russian language and culture maintain strong influence in many post-Soviet states and beyond, bolstered by media outlets like RT, which extend its messaging worldwide. Additionally, Russia's emphasis on preserving national identity and promoting traditional values plays a key role in its domestic politics and international positioning. Looking toward 2030, Russia's ability to leverage its vast resources, military strength, and diplomatic agility will keep it as a central figure in global affairs. Despite the hurdles it faces, its strategic ambitions and resilience position it as one of the countries set to dominate the world stage in the coming decade, shaping international security, energy markets, and geopolitical alignments. Number 5. Japan. Japan stands as one of the world's most technologically advanced and economically powerful nations, combining deep-rooted tradition with cutting-edge innovation. As the third-largest economy globally, Japan excels in industries such as automotive manufacturing, electronics, robotics, and precision engineering. Major corporations like Toyota, Sony, and Panasonic lead in developing sustainable technologies, including electric vehicles, renewable energy systems, and advanced robotics used in manufacturing and healthcare. The country invests heavily in research and development, maintaining a highly skilled workforce supported by world-class universities and technical institutions. Japan's emphasis on innovation is also evident in its pioneering work in artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and next-generation communication networks like 6G. Despite facing demographic challenges, including a shrinking and aging population, Japan is adapting by promoting automation and encouraging participation of women and older workers in the labor force. The government has also launched initiatives to attract skilled foreign talent to support economic growth. Geopolitically, Japan plays a vital role in the Indo-Pacific region, maintaining strong alliances, particularly with the United States, while managing complex relations with neighboring China and North Korea. Japan's diplomacy emphasizes regional stability, free trade, and multilateral cooperation. Its cultural influence is significant worldwide, with Japanese cuisine, fashion, anime, and traditional arts gaining global popularity. By 2030, Japan is poised to remain a global leader through its commitment to technological excellence, sustainable development, and active international engagement. Number 4. Germany. Germany is Europe's largest economy and one of the world's leading industrial powerhouses, known for its engineering excellence, innovation, and strong economic fundamentals. The country's success is driven by a diversified economy, with key sectors including automotive manufacturing, machinery, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy. Renowned companies such as Volkswagen, Siemens, and BASF are global leaders in their fields, pushing advancements in electric vehicles, automation, and sustainable technologies. Germany's Mittelstand, its vast network of small and medium-sized enterprises, forms the backbone of its economy, fostering innovation, skilled craftsmanship, and export strength. The country invests heavily in research and development, supported by world-class universities and research institutes, fueling its competitive edge in high-tech industries. Politically and economically, Germany plays a central role in the European Union, influencing policy decisions on trade, climate change, and financial regulation. Its commitment to the energy transition, known as Energiewende, aims to shift the country towards renewable sources like wind and solar, positioning Germany as a leader in sustainable development. The country's social market economy balances free market capitalism with social welfare policies, contributing to a high standard of living and strong labor protections. Germany's skilled workforce, advanced infrastructure, and strategic location at the heart of Europe enhance its status as a global trade hub. By 2030, Germany is expected to maintain its leadership in innovation, green technology, and European integration, remaining a key player in shaping the continent's economic and political future. Number 3. India. India is rapidly emerging as a global powerhouse, driven by its massive and youthful population, expanding economy, and growing technological prowess. As the world's most populous democracy, India boasts over 1.4 billion people, with a majority under the age of 35, offering a dynamic and expanding workforce. The country's economy is diverse and fast-growing, with major sectors including information technology, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, agriculture, and services. India has become a global IT hub, with cities like Bengaluru and Hyderabad leading in software development, innovation, and digital services. The government's initiatives such as Make in India and Digital India are accelerating industrial growth and improving infrastructure, while reforms in taxation and foreign investment policies continue to attract global capital. India's geopolitical influence is also on the rise. As a key player in South Asia and a founding member of groups like BRICS and the Quad, India is strengthening strategic partnerships with major powers including the United States, Japan, Australia, and the European Union. Its military is undergoing modernization with investments in advanced defense technologies, aiming to enhance capabilities in cyber warfare, space, and missile defense. Culturally, India's rich heritage and vibrant democracy contribute to its soft power globally, with Bollywood, yoga, and Indian cuisine gaining widespread popularity. Despite challenges like income inequality and infrastructure deficits, India's rapid urbanization, growing middle class, and innovation-driven economy position it as a dominant force, poised to shape global trends in politics by 2030. Number 2. United States power. The United States remains a cornerstone of global power, combining unmatched economic strength, technological innovation, military dominance, and cultural influence. As the world's largest economy, the U.S. benefits from a diverse and dynamic market driven by cutting-edge industries such as technology, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, and entertainment. Silicon Valley continues to lead in innovation, spearheading advancements in artificial intelligence, biotechnology, cloud computing, and renewable energy. Major corporations like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Tesla shape global trends while driving significant economic growth and job creation. The U.S. also boasts a robust higher education system and research institutions that attract talent worldwide, fueling continuous innovation and leadership in science and technology. Militarily, the United States maintains the most powerful and technologically advanced armed forces globally, with significant investments in cyber defense, space capabilities, and next-generation weaponry. Its network of alliances, including NATO and strategic partnerships in the Indo-Pacific, strengthens its geopolitical influence. Politically, the U.S. remains a global leader in shaping international institutions and promoting democratic values, free trade, and human rights. Culturally, American music, film, fashion, and technology have an unparalleled global reach, contributing to its soft power. Challenges such as political polarization, economic inequality, and climate change remain, but ongoing efforts in infrastructure development, clean energy, and innovation aim to address these issues. By 2030, the United States is poised to continue as a dominant force shaping the global economy, security landscape, and cultural trends worldwide. China has rapidly transformed into a global powerhouse, reshaping the economic, political, and technological landscape on a scale unseen in modern history. As the world's second-largest economy and the largest manufacturing hub, China's growth trajectory has been fueled by massive infrastructure investments, export-driven industries, and a growing domestic market. The government's strategic initiatives, such as the Made in China 2025 plan and the Belt and Road Initiative, aim to propel the country from a low-cost manufacturer to a global leader in high-tech sectors, including robotics, artificial intelligence. Urban centers like Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Beijing have become innovation hotspots, attracting both domestic and international talent and investment. China's growing middle class is fueling consumer demand, supporting a shift toward a more consumption-driven economy. On the geopolitical front, China's influence has expanded through assertive diplomacy, economic partnerships, and military modernization. It has become a key player in global governance bodies like the United Nations, BRICS, and the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, while its Belt and Road Initiative connects Asia, Africa, and Europe through vast infrastructure projects, increasing China's economic and strategic footprint. Militarily, China is rapidly modernizing its forces, investing heavily in naval power, cyber warfare, space capabilities, and advanced missile technology, seeking to assert dominance in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. Domestically, China faces challenges including environmental concerns, demographic shifts, and the need for economic rebalancing, but its government continues to focus on innovation-driven growth and social stability. By 2030, China is expected to consolidate its position as a dominant global superpower, shaping international trade, technology standards, and geopolitical alliances. Conclusion: as we look ahead to 2030, it's clear that global dominance is no longer just about military might. It's about adaptability, innovation, and influence. While some countries hold on to their traditional power, others are rising fast, ready to reshape the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future insights on world trends. Which of these countries do you think will lead the world in 2030? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.